coasters, holy roller. I got shot down in Southern California. All along you never loved me, yeah, till the day that you shut me off. And now when it's over, I hope that you find what you're after, yeah. Are you having a good time with your friends and your friends' wine? So now I'm gonna warn you that there's only so much I can know. Are you having a good time? Yeah, yeah. Like a movie star, yes, driving in your fancy car, and there ain't nothing I can do about it. Spending money never matter, no, as long as Daddy paid the damage, yeah. And now that you're living on the hill, I hope that your social life doesn't get you killed now. Are you having a good time with your friends and your friends' wine? So now I'm gonna warn you that there's only so much I can know. Are you having a good time? Yeah, yeah. Roller coasters, holy roller. I got shot down in Southern California. All along you never loved me, yeah, until the day that you shut me off. And now that it's over, I hope that you find what you're after now. Are you having a good time with your friends and your friends' wives? So now I'm gonna warn you that there's only so much I can do, yeah. Are you having a good time? Yeah, yeah. It ain't easy being on top down, no. It ain't easy being on top down, no. Easy living in the heat. It ain't easy being on top down with the stars. It ain't easy being on top down, no.
Softly now, you owe it to the world, and everyone knows that you're my favorite girl. But there's some things in life that are not meant to be. I'm not meant for you, and you're not meant for me. Here's to our problems, and here's to our fights. Here's to our achings, and here's to you having a good life for me. Good life. Softer now, you owe it to yourself, and don't think that you will be left on the shelf. 'Cause there's someone for you, and there's someone for me. Like me, you'll meet them eventually. Here's to your lover, and here's to my wife. Here's to your children, and here's to you having a good life from me. Good so easily made. Enough of my problems, they only cause fights. Forget that I rang you and promise you'll have such a beautifully happy and painlessly romantic good life for me. Good life.
Gold teeth and a curse for this town are all in my mouth. Only I don't know how they got out. You turned me back into the bed I was when we met. I was happier then with no mindset. And if you turn to me like girl takes to the wind, I'd jump from my trees and dive and dance like a king of the ISOs, and the rest of our lives would have fed well. You slang when you notice the stripes, the dirt in your fries. Hope it's right when you die, old and bony. Dawn breaks like a bolt through the hall. Never should have called, but my head's to the wall and I'm lonely. And if you turn to me like a girl takes to the wind, I'd have jumped from my trees and died and danced like the king of the ISOs. The rest of our lives would have been Godspeed, all the beggars at dawn. May they all cut their thumbs and bleed into their buns till they melt away. I'm looking in on the good life I might do never to find. Without a trust, the flaming fields and I'm too dumb to refine. And if you turn to me like I'd dance like a queen of the ISOs, and the rest of our lives were fed well.
My, it's a beautiful world. I like swimming in the sea. I like like to go out beyond the wide breakers, where a man can still be free, or a woman if you are one. I like swimming in the sea. My, it's a beautiful world. I like drinking Irish tea with a little bit of lapsang souchong. I like making my own tea. My, it's a beautiful world. I like driving in my car. I roll the top down, sometimes I travel quite far. Drive to the ocean and stare up at the stars. I like driving in my car. All around is anger, automatic guns. It's death in large numbers, no respect for women or our little ones. I tried talking to Jesus, but he just put me on hold. Said he'd been swamped by calls this week and he could not shake his cold. And still this emptiness persists. Perhaps this is as good as it gets. When you've given up the drink and those nasty cigarettes. Now leave the party early, at least with no regrets. I watch the sun as it comes up, I watch it as it sets. Yeah, this is as good as it gets. Oh my, it's a beautiful world. I like sleeping with Marie. She is one sexy girl, full of mystery. She says she doesn't love me, she likes my company. For now, that's good enough for me. Oh my, it's a beautiful world. I like swimming in the sea. I like to go out beyond the wide breakers, where a man can still be free, or a woman if you are one. I like swimming in the sea.
myself to show my love. Smile at everyone, or to shine above the sun. Now I'm standing next to you. I think I've changed my point of view. I've noticed you can tell you're fighting for my love. For my love, yes, you're fighting for my love. For my love, oh yeah, you're fighting for my love. Many times I tried to talk to let you know someday I'd walk. In me you found a drug, an addiction to my love. I could swear I let you know I tried one day to let you go. You fight me all along, yes, you're fighting for my love. For my love, yes, you're fighting for my love. For my love, yeah, you're fighting for my love. I know how it feels. I've been burned one time before. I still feel the scars on my lips. Oh, when I touch, oh, when I'm in love, and when I kiss, when I kiss. Now I'm calling back for you. Figured out I'm missing you. You're nowhere to be found. Oh, I've asked and looked around. Seems you found a better fish. I must confess I had a wish to love you all along, but you fight me for my love. My love. Fight me for my love.
Got no future, great big past. Little bitty guy on the rim of my glass. And gotta meet the plane so I can get my monkey. Teach him to be cool, but a little bit funky. Got no credit and I got no fear. And I got about $1 so I can buy a beer. Gotta see a doctor about the words I've said. And I gotta get a bike and I gotta paint it red. Oh no, we gotta go. We're not gonna live forever. Why, we gotta die. You know that we'll be together. Hey, we gotta stay. I could never be a savior. You don't have to be there. 'Cause I'm never coming home. 3 feet deep in a slow motion wreck. I was walking the walk and I was talking to the best. I was wrinkled and shriveled and stepping
truth so very much clearer, yeah. Who got the hooch, baby? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Who got the love? Who got the freshie, freshie? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? The birds and bees will sing, the jams begin to ring, the good vibes flow from me to you, yeah, yeah. The evening turns to night, and the fire and moonlight, the dance of all who came before, yeah, yeah, yeah. Who got the hooch, baby? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Who got the love? Who got the freshie, freshie? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Let's get real, let's get heavy, till the water breaks the levee. Let's get loose, loose. Who got the hooch? Till the water breaks loose. Who got the hooch? Who got the hooch? Oh baby, baby. Who got the hooch? Oh baby, baby. Who got the hooch? Who got the sweetest thing in the world, baby, baby. Oh baby, baby.
I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. around the marble arch. And love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Was the time you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show it to me, do you? I remember when I moved in you, and the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah. 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 Now maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love is how to shoot at someone who outdrew you. And it's not the cry that you hear tonight, and it's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Some days I feel like crying. It don't matter if it's rain or shine. I feel like my heart was broken at least 1,000,000 times. And some days I wake up dreaming. Feels like I never even go. I answer life's big question as if it's one big joke. Maybe it's too soon to be sure, but I really do believe that someday we're gonna have it all. So I try so hard to keep the rhythm of a train rolling right along. When the ride gets rough, you got to carry on, carry on. Some
seems to be no reason at all. And if the world stops spinning, I'm not afraid to fall. No, baby, it's too soon to be sure. I really do believe that someday we're gonna have it all. So I try so hard to keep the rhythm of a train rolling right along when the ride gets rough. You got to carry on. Maybe it's too soon to be sure, but I really do believe that someday we're gonna have it all. So I try so hard to keep the rhythm of a train rolling right along when the ride gets rough. You got to carry on, carry on.
I can get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day it reappears. Night after night my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Come back another day. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations that I know will be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day it reappears.
he sends him to the finest school in town. Levon likes his money. He makes a lot, they say. Spends his days counting in a garage by the motorway. He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day when the New York Times said God is dead and the war's begun. Oh, Alvin Tostinger hailed the sun today. And he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man, and he shall believe on, and tradition with the family plan, and he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man, band, pretty eyed, pirate smile. You marry music man, ballerina. You must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Jesus freaks out in the street, handing tickets out for gone, turning back, she just laughs. The boulevard is not that bad. Piano man, he makes a stand in their auditorium, looking on. She sings the songs, the words she knows, June she hums. But oh, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near, only you, and you can hear me when I say it softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in the sheets of linen.
Okay, sports fans, we do apologize that you are getting streaming without commentary. And I know not all of you are enjoying the music. We had some technical difficulties down on the pool deck that had to be taken care of, and that trumped the streaming. So I do apologize. We are right now in event number 88. That is the boys 11 and 12 100-yard breaststroke. We are in currently heat 1 of 3. I believe we're coming up on the finish right now. Let's switch over to that camera here. And about to capture heat number 1 with a time of 1:26.11 is Oliver Chu from Egra. So congratulations there, as we are getting set for event number 2, or heat number 2. And in this second heat, there will be, we actually have 9 swimmers, so I believe we'll have all but lane number 10 swimming here, unless there's a scratch. Nope, looks like we have a scratch in lane number 2. So nobody in 2 and nobody in 10. So we have 8 participants here. Taking a look at it. All right. What I have on my heat sheet is not matching up with what the PA announcer is saying. So I'm looking to confirm on that. It looks to me like Elijah Rolfson, it should be in lane 3. Okay, now they have adjusted the scoreboard to match up with me here. And we have the time to beat, though, which is actually second qualifier, is 1:28.8 or 1:29.82, and that is by Caleb Story from the Jaws program. Story is in 5. 126.09 or better is what you need for a state cut. As they're coming in right now and taking first place with a time of 126.07 is Brady Bush. Brady Buch with actually dropped about 5 seconds with that time of 126.01. Story ends up second. Caleb Story takes second, dropping his time down to 126.27. So 0.14 seconds differential between first and second place here as we come into the third and final heat here. We got Chen in lane number 1. Kupka is in 2. Dowsett is in 3. Styles is in 4. Milibowski is in lane 5. We have No is in 6. Van Heest is in 7. Westra, I beg your pardon, is in 8. McIntyre is in 9. And Pullen is in 10. Here, this is the championship heat of the boys. 11 and 12, 100-yard breaststroke. Halfway through right now at the turn, it is Milibinski is in first place as of right now at the halfway part with 36.04 seconds. Let's see if he's able to hold it coming up on our last turn right now. Coming in right now, let's take a switch over here. This one's coming down to the wire here. This is a real tight race here. It's going to be a matter of who gets the out touch inside the flags. And it is with a time of 117.1. Taking the boys 11-12 100-yard breaststroke championship is Gran Milibinski. So congratulations, Gran. Milibinski takes the boys 100-yard breaststroke for 11 and 12s, and that will segue us into the first of 7 heats of the girls 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. Girls 50-yard backstroke, this is the first heat. A lot of no times in this one, so looking for their qualifying time here. All right, bear with me here, folks. 1 second.
I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man. A rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man that think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
All right, folks, sorry about that. Taking that heat out of lane number 9. Deb Rozeski with a time of, what was it, 45.09, or 45.02, I beg your pardon, was good enough to take that first heat. Now we're in the second heat. We have Thompson is in lane number 1. Douglas is in lane number 2. Vanderlaan in 3. Brayton in 4. Gettings is in 5. Wieneman is in 6. Merida is in 7. Klustra is in 8. Vondale is in 9, and Douglas, this one, Maddie Douglas, is in lane number 10. This is heat number 2 of 7 of the girls 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. And we did actually have a scratch in this one out of lane 3. So Vanderlaan is not in there. And we're coming up right now. Let's see who's going to capture it. Yes, we got it right there with a time of 49.50 out of lane 7. 49.50. 49.50 out of lane 7. That's Merida out of Grand Rapids Aquatics. So congratulations there with a time of, with a very good time there. 49.5. And I'm looking to see if that's actually a state or sectional cut. I don't have those yet. I'll let you know, but for heat 2 of 7, that's impressively fast. All right, we're into the next heat here. Pentecost is in lane 1. Dilworth is in 2. Cook is in 3. Allen is 4. Gwynn is in 5. Wright is in 6. Austin in 7. McIntyre in 8. Shawan is in lane number 9, and Moxley is in lane 10. We do have 2 scratches, though, of course. Cook and Gwynn, I believe, are scratched. Yep. Coming up on the back 25 here is this down and back for the 50 back. And it looks like it is going to be out of lane, I think it's lane 8 or 9. It'll be lane 9. Shawan with a time of 46.93, dropping almost 6 seconds in her 50-yard back, which is very impressive for a 10 and under. Now we're coming up into heat 4. DeBlay is in lane number 1 from Grand Rapids. Lane number 2 is Dahlstrom. Lane number 3 is Wiseman. We have Lewis in 4. Thorson is in 5. Hegel, I beg your pardon, is in lane 6. Vanderlaan is in 7. Hansen in 8. Torvelo. Toralva, I beg your pardon, is in lane number 9. And Story, Emma Story, also from Jaws, is in lane number 10. They are coming in right now to the finish. And capturing this one, Carolyn Hegel from Egra with a time of 42.79. Nice job there as she drops almost 2 seconds off, and she wins the 4th heat. Takes first place in heat number 4 of 7. All right, heat number 5 of the 50-yard backstroke for 10 and unders. And lane number 1, we have another scratch. We have Pike, and then we have in lane 3 is Brayton. Lane 4 is Amaro. Robbins is in lane number 5. Dowling is in 6. Slayton is in 7. Pullen in 8. Bixler in 9. And do we have it? Yes, we do. And Naguara is in lane number 10. 40-39 is what you need for the JO cut. And we do have one here with taking the championship with an impressive time, dropping almost 7 seconds for a 36.39. And that brings us up into heat 6. That is, we got to remember that 36.39. That right now, with 2 more heats to go, that is the leader. We're in heat number 6 right now. I don't see anybody who has a seed time of this yet, but we do have a few people who have had. We have Cole is in lane number 1. Briggs is in 2. Rindfuzz is in lane number 3. Land is in 4. Drayton is in lane number 5. 40-39 is the JO cut for this event as they're coming in right now. And it looks like, are we going to have another JO cut time here? Taking the flag. We do. 37.19 as Ivy Chu from Egra has dropped 3 seconds to go 37.19. Now that wins that heat, but that is not right now strong enough for first place. 36.39 is still our time to beat going into the 7th and final heat of the girls 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. All right, we're underway here. And let's see, no scratches in this heat. Kolasic is in lane number 2. Then we have Spitzley is in 3. Broling is in lane number 4. Bensick is in 5. Prescott is in 6. Meyering is in 7. Ensing is in 8. Glenn is in 9. And Laritzin is in 10 as they're in the home stretch right now. The time to beat is 36.39. 40.32 is the JO time. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. And our first place, 36.69. And that is not, while that will win the heat for Taylor Blowling from Byron Center, it will not be good enough to be the championship, to win the championship of the girls 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. So some impressive swims there, and that's a really crazy one where you have so many heats where fast times, sometimes you just can't always have, especially when you have that many heats, 7 heats, you're not always going to have the fastest in what's generally speaking called the championship heat. All right, now we're to the event number 90, the boys 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. And 50-yard backstroke underway here for the boys, 10 and under. The zones time is 33.59. The state time is 36.99. And the JO time is 41.69. So sectional, states, and zones. And what do we got coming in here? Taking this first heat. I believe that is going to be Cormac Jocks from Grand Rapids Aquatics with a time of 50.13. 50.13 in heat number 1 of 2. Now we're up to heat 2. This one should have, where on the original heat sheet there's 9 names. Looks like they're all here. The backstrokers are in, and now we have it turned over to the starter. Ooh, a bad start I couldn't see on lane number 1. Yoon is in 1. Shidendorf is in 2. Fitzgerald is in 3. Reed is in 4. Zwagerman is in 5. Tate is in 6. Kamet is in 7. Bensick DeVetter is in 8. And Wiltrakis is in lane number 9. They are coming in right now. Again, sectional time is 33.59. I'm not going to have one of those. I don't think we're even going to have a JO time here. But the winner of the boys 10 and under with a time of 46.46, Jordan Zwagerman will come in with that time of 46.46, dropping off a second and a half from his seed time to take the championship for the boys 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. Oh, I lied. Not even close. That was heat 1 or 2 of 4. I thought there were only 2 heats. I thought the time was a little slow here. Again, that's what you get from getting the heat sheets not directly printed out from the table. We are in heat number 3. Underway we go. We have Ozzy Ledesma is in lane number 1. Bryson Bouch is in lane number 2. Beach. Will Mason is in lane number 3. Bo Feenstra. Braden Meyer is in 5. Lane 7 is Carter Patrick. Lane number 8 is Landon Hamill. And then we have Asher Levesque is in lane number 9. And Mika Westmus is in lane number 10. As they are in the home stretch right now. There are several scratches on this one. But taking this heat with a time of 42:25 is Meyer. 42:25, Braden Meyer. He drops almost a second. And that is not quite a JO time. We're into the final heat now for sure of the boys 10 and under, 50 back. It's underway. We have Sanders in lane number 1. Pullian is in 2. Ensing is in 3. McLean is in 4. Zedesma's in 5. Engels in 6. Costins in 7. Sanders in 8. Ray in 9. And Repston is in 10. They are on the turn coming in right now. I want to see this touch out because this one's going to be close. Again, remember the 36.99 is the state cut. And what do we got? We get a state cut. No, 37.34. So what was that? 37.34, which is a JO time, but not quite a state's time. And that will segue us into event number 91, heat number 1 of, here we go with another 7 heats for the girls in the 50-yard backstroke. Girls 11-12, 50-yard backstroke. This is going to be heat number 1 of 7. And as I look through, there's all times on everybody except for the swimmer right now actually was a scratch. So we do have seed times for everybody in this one. But there are several scratches. So only 6 of the 9 scheduled swimmers for this one as they're on their way back right now. The zones time for the girls here is, well, let's start with the JO time is 35:09. States is 31:79 and 30:09 is for sectional. Taking first place is Amelia Schumann with a time of 40.8 and a drop for Schumann of a little more than 2.5 seconds. So a nice swim there by Schumann. Now we're up to heat number 2. Still nobody here who has any of the 3 qualifying times yet. The seed time to beat here is 39.74. And we do have 1 scratch here. So actually, the time to beat is actually 40.16 for Ava Harmon. They're coming in the stretch right now. Also a very close swim here. Who's going to touch it out down on the far end? It looks like Carly Krasansky with a time of 38.62. 38.62, a decent swim for Krasansky. She dropped 2 seconds, but not quite good enough to get into JO time. Into heat 3. Now these are all sub 40s here. And we're looking once again to see if any scratches. I don't see a scratch on this one. So we have all 10 lanes going here. In heat number 3 of 7. The time to beat is 37.55. Courtney Jermu from Rockford, 37.55 is the seed time to beat as the ladies are in the final stretch right here inside the flags. Looking to touch, and we have with a time of 36.03. And it was, I believe, yeah, it was Courtney Jermu for Rockford. Nope. Yes, it was. All right. You got to be real fast here because the scoreboard changes to the next heat with these flyover starts. Well, technically not flyover when you're doing the backstroke. Heat number 4 here, though. As Brandon Greff is announcing the coming in right now. Who's going to take heat number 4? It looks like it is going to be out of lane 5. Once again, Lillian Mahar with a time of 35.21. A good swim. Good enough to win the 4th heat. Now we're up to heat number 5. This is our first heat that does have a JO cut already with Sperling, the time to beat out of Egra in lane number 5. Coming up on the one and only flip turn here for the 50 back for the 11-12 girls. And heat number 5. We might zoom in here because I cannot see from my angle who's got the touch. Just hitting the 30-second mark. And taking first place out of lane 1. Don't see that very often. Olivia Frost with a time of 33.28. And that's still a JO cut. Not quite good enough for states, but still a great swim nonetheless. And first place for Olivia Frost. Congratulations. We go into heat number 6. Schaefer is in 1. Sprybrook is in lane number 2. Amaro is in 3. Als is in 4. Tron is in 5. Eastman is in 6. Welser is in 7. Zagluski is in 8. Putman is in 9. And Townsend is in lane 10. Heading back right now, we have the entire heat is full of JO times. Let's see if we can get anybody who can bump that up to a state or his own. 31.79 is the time to beat. We did not get another cut there, but taking first place out of lane 3 with a time of 32.43. Thank you, 32.43. That will be Ariana Amaro. Amaro with a 32.43. So she did drop a second, but not quite good enough still for states. Now this last heat, heat number 7 of 7, we have several JO cuts. We have 2 other state qualifiers, but here's the impressive part. We've already got 3 sectionals cut times that have already made it in this heat. Let's go back to the main camera here. Sorry about that. We're underway. We did have a scratch, though, in 2 and in 7. So this is going to be a very fast time as they hit the walls. The walls are all being hit about 14 seconds. Remember, you need to break a 30.09 for sectionals. Or zones, I beg your pardon.
And we also have a new meet record. Lane 6.
And our championship here is
Next event is event 92.
29.44.
Meet 105.
And that is a new meet record.
In this first heat, in lane 4, Owen Fjormus. Lane 5, Miles Fjormus. Lane 6, Ben Fick.
All right, we now are into the boys 11 and 12, 50 back. We have 5 heats on this one. This is the entirely, this heat is entirely made up of GR aquatic swimmers in their own host meet here coming in right now. The JO time is 37.09. Inside the flags. And Miles, I believe, took that one with a time, that heat, with a time of 48.33. And now we're up to heat 2. In heat 2, we're scheduled for 9. Looks like we have them all. That'll include Seaman is in lane number 1. Dieger is in lane number 2. Lenneman is in 3. Dekstrom is in 4. Martinson is in 5. Gianni is in 6. Poole is in 7. Moore is in lane 8. And Schadendorf is in lane number 9. No scratches there, so heat number 2 of 5. Again, JO time is 37.09. Oh, now there was a late scratch. So Martinson did not make this event.
Lane 4, Dave Dexter. Lane 6, Neil Gianni. Lane 7, Austin Poole. Lane 8, Hudson Moore. Lane 9, Jason Schadendorf.
Thank you to Chase Joseph from Concession for bringing me over a water here. And to all of our sponsors that have helped bring us this event, including Jimmy John's, Qdoba, Starbucks, all in Maui Wowie is here. Winning this heat was Seaman with a time of 41.86. Isaiah Seaman dropped almost 6 seconds. Phenomenal drop there. Next heat underway.
Lane 1, Ethan Silverhandis. Lane 2, Carter Willard. Lane 3, Zach Shamar. Lane 4, Brady Jenkins. Lane 5, Justin Chen. Lane 6, Grant Standorf. Lane 7, Ahmed Akurba. Lane 8, Caleb Story.
All right, heat number 3 here. Apologize for that.
Lane 10, Alex Butta.
As they are coming in right now. Finishing this one up, the seed time to beat here is 38.47. And we're going to beat that one. We got 36.03 for Justin Chen. 36.03 for Chen. And that is a JO time. So congratulations to Justin Chen, who not only won the heat, but he also was able to get a JO time. We are up to heat number 4, who already has one JO qualifier, and Casey Kupka with a time of 37.06, who would like to see if he can drop enough time to get to states. Coming up on the flip turn here of heat number 405 of the boys 11 and 12, 50-yard back.
Remember, JO is 37.09.
37.09 is the JO time, which Kupka has. And let's see if we drop time here. And Kupka actually goes second with 35.88, but taking it is Boyd. Ben Boyd, his teammate, drops down to 35.16, and he does get a JO time. So congratulations to Ben Boyd. Bringing us into the final or the championship heat, we have all JO cut times here with one. Brady Bouch is the only one who actually has a state qualifying time. Nearing the halfway mark, looking to crown a new champion here for the boys 11-12. 50-yard backstroke. Into the stretch they come. Let's switch this over real quick to the close-up as who's got this one? And we got, is that 30.84? It looks like it, 30.84 for Smith, Liam Smith. 30.84 is another state time, but not quite good enough for zones. Impressive time once again, though, and congratulations on getting the championship there. Let's start event number 93 now. This is heat number one of, what are we in, 93. Actually, heat one of the 100-yard butterfly for girls 10 and under. We have 3 already JO time qualifiers. 2 from Grand Rapids Aquatics who are both in this. There are no scratches here. This is 2 laps or 100 yards of the 100-yard butterfly for the girls 10 and under. Coming right now, nearing the final wall. Last turn coming up here before they start the home stretch. Legal. Official is looking right at it there. And we're having a battle right now between lane 5 and 6, I believe. Who's going to outtouch who? All right. 121.78. Hana Classic with a state cut time of 121.78. So that actually gets her a state qualifying time. So congratulations, and she wins the girls 10 and under 100-yard butterfly. Now we move on to event number 94, the boys 10 and under 100-yard butterfly. We don't have anybody with a seat time of a JO or higher. You need a 1:40.59 for a JO time, and we have a couple of guys who have the potential to get their JO time here. We'll see, underway here.
Into heat in lane 3, Neil Jones. Lane 5, Cameron Tedesma. Lane 6, Canton Ray. Lane 7, Grant Porter.
All right. Hitting the first wall here at about the 20-second mark. Again, the time you need for JO is 1 minute 40.59 seconds or faster. And as we're hitting the first lap, on pace, it'll be close. I would be surprised if we don't have at least one and maybe a couple JO cut times here. That second 50 is usually a lot slower when it comes to the butterfly.
JO's for this event is
140.59 is the JO. States is 127.09. And it would take a heck of a last 25, but we might. It's not out of the realm to even get a state qualifier here. It'll be close. We need 27. It is really close. I don't think he realizes. If he picks this up, 5, 6, oh, he's going to just miss it. But taking first place with a time of 129, dropping a boatload of time there. Sadazamov, the 9-year-old, with 129.49, just misses the state's cut, but he does get his JO time. Congratulations. That's going to bring us into the girls' 11-12 100-yard butterfly. We will have 3 heats of this. If you are following us via Meet Mobile, we are about 8 minutes ahead of schedule right now. So if you keep to that, you got to be careful or mindful that if you're looking for a specific event, we are about 8 minutes ahead of schedule. And I do know for a fact, as we're streaming this here at the school as well, that the stream is about 2 minutes behind schedule. Not behind schedule, but delayed, I beg your pardon. So if you're trying to follow Meet Mobile and watch the streaming, just kind of take that into account. We are in event number 95, Heat 1 for the girls 11 and 12, 100-yard butterfly. The JO time is 122.99. The state's time is 108.29. And we actually do have a zone qualifier in the third heat, which is a 104.69. Coming in right now on this first heat, first to 3. And touching at the wall is Chen with a time of 123.47. Oh, just missed the JO cut, but good enough to win the heat anyway. Jenny Chen, congratulations with that 2 second drop, about 8 second drop, I beg your pardon, to 123.47. This will bring us up into heat number 2, a full heat here with 5 of the swimmers already a JO time, looking to increase to a state's time or better. Hundred-yard butterfly, 2 laps of the fly. Doesn't look like we have a scratch, so if that's the case, we have 10 swimmers here. We have Hayes is in lane number 1, Thole is in lane number 2, Rhymes is in 3, Miller's in 4, Plum's in 5, Welser is in lane 6, Chase is in 7, Tate is in 8, Coldenhoven is in lane 9, and Rodebo is in lane number 10. Rodebu, I apologize. Again, the time is 122.99 for JO, and state is 108.29. I don't know that we got anybody close enough yet for the state, but we'll actually add a couple more JO times for sure. And Plum, Bia Plum with a time of 1:10.53, dropping 3 seconds off of her time, is Bia Plum. Nice job. Second place there. Looks like, I guess it was lane 1. Hayes with a 111 flat, which is not quite a state time either, obviously. As we go into the third and final heat here for the girls, 11-12 100-yard butterfly.
In this heat, in lane 1, Maggie Spybrook.
Spybrook is in 1, Tron is in 2, Elias is in 3, Baldwin is in 4, Boosie is in 5, Eastman is in 6, Chandler's in 7, Alice is in 8. Al's, okay, I beg your pardon, is in 8. Crago is in 9, and Glenn is in 10.
All right, a couple times to look for.
Again, we're
cut is 104.69, and state is 108.29.
coming up here at the 1 minute mark. You need a 108 for state. This might be a new state cut for a few of them. First place, 102.59 for Bussy, who already had the zones time. What's second place is Baldwin, 107.14, and that's just another state time qualifier. So some good swims nonetheless, and congratulations to Claudia Buss with that time of 102.59. Good enough to win the championship, but not her personal best here for the girls. 11-12 100-yard butterfly. Now it's into the boys. Event number 96. We got in lane number 2 is Oliver Chu. Dextrom is in 3. Van Heest is in 4. Otto is in 5. Chen is in 6. Harding is in 7. And Pullen is in lane 8. For the boys, 11-12 100-yard butterfly. You need a 126.69 for a JO cut. You might get a couple JO cuts here. Coming in right now. Coming up on the last turn. We're at straight up a minute at the wall. I don't know if that'll be fast enough. $26.69 is the time to beat. We're going to get that for sure. So Van Heest, who did not, he got a JO cut time, taking the heat with a 117.48. Second place was Pullen with a 124.03. That's also good enough. And third, 124.81. Harding earned his JO time as well. That brings us to our championship heat, though, where we have several everybody's at least got a JO time. And false start. We have not seen that one yet. Now they get it off clean. And let's take a look here. We have Kupka is in lane number 1. Langscheid is in 2. Boyd is in 3. Milobinski is in 4. No is in 5. Smith is in 6. Sneller is in 7. Dowsett is in 8. Vance is in 9. And Jocks is in 10. We're at the halfway mark here with 29.9 for Smith in lane 6. He does have already a state cut. You need 110.29 for states, 102.79 for zones.
If you get down to a 102.72, that'll be a zone cut.
Don't think he's got enough in the tank for that 102, but he's moving well. And there's the zone cut, missed, but another definite state qualifier. Smith, 104.68, dropping 4 seconds. So Liam Smith, lane number 6, gets first with a time of 104.68. There's the whistle. We are coming up to event number 97. That will be the girls 10 and under, 200-yard freestyle. And we're underway.
All right, swimming this first heat of the 200 free. Lane 2, Advita Tekawa.
Apologize, folks. I'll be right back with you. All right, sports fans, thank you. Taking this heat, the first heat for the women's 200-yard freestyle was out of lane number I don't even have that person on my heat sheet here. So bear with me here, folks. Event number 7, heat 1. Was a late ad because it's somebody I did not have the heat on the heat sheet. From Rockford, Sinky, with a time of 2:42.76, which is a JO cut time. So wow, she goes from not even making the heat sheet to winning the heat. Dobrozaleski also had a JO time with 2:45.16, finishing second. Now we're into heat number 2. This one looks more like I'm supposed to see here. Emma Story is in lane number 1.
Lane 3, Lilia Pike.
Lilia Pike is in 3. We have Spitzley's in 4. Hagel is in 5. Riley is in 6. Bixler is in 7. Van Sporensen is in 8. Thorson is in 9. And Robbins is in lane 10. This is the girls 10 and under, heat number 2 of 4. 200-yard freestyle. Coming up right now on the second turn. Bear with us here, folks. Hitting it right now at the wall once again. And we're coming into the final lap. Again, thank you for joining us here to the 2020 GR Open, sometimes known as well as the Icebreaker Invitational, hosted by Grand Rapids Aquatics here at East Kentwood High School. My name is Joey Sutherland. It is my proud pleasure to bring you the action here as we are coming up on the last lap here in the second heat of the girls 10 and under 200-yard freestyle. Looking at the JO times is 250, and I think we'll get at least those. I don't think we're going to see anything fast enough for a state time, but we'll see here. Those 50 times are just not fast enough here. Coming in right now, though, we definitely will have at least one qualifier here for states. I mean for JOs, I beg your pardon. And we do. And it right here at a GR Aquatics with Gwen. Gwen, who had a seed time of 3:16.67, the 9-year-old, who ended up going 2:35.91. Now, she's not showing up on the scoreboard. She is showing up on my heat sheet, so I cannot tell for sure, and I hate to give you incorrect information, but I think not only did she win the heat, she did get a JO cut. As did second place, which was lane number 4, Spitzler from Igra. But now we're into heat number 3 of 4. And a couple of scratches. I want to confirm that. 1 and 2 are scratches. So we have Brayton in 3. Land is in 5. Broomling is in 6. McIntyre is in 7. Wiseman is in 8. Weebatty is in 9. And Pullen is in 10. Again, this is heat 3 of 4 for the girls 200-yard freestyle. Everybody in here is looking for their JO or better time. We don't have a single JO qualifier in this heat yet. Based on these times, I suspect we will. Coming up on the halfway mark. Inside the flags here. At the halfway mark with a time of 1:19.32, McIntyre has the lead. That is on pace for a JO cut. if she can hold that time. It'll be tough. We'll have a better idea here coming in at the end of the third lap of 4. You need 250.09 or faster to get your JO cut time here. And we're at, who's got it right now? Boy, it is going to be doggone close. If they can go as fast here, we'll have at least one JO time. On the home stretch here. Again, the time you need is 250.09. Coming up on the flags. With about 10 seconds to go. Let's see this one. And we are going to have a state cut time, 2:43.02. And lane 2 and or 3 has it, Brayton. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we actually got 4 state cut times in this race. But congratulations on winning that heat was Anna Vlogwed with a time of 2:43.02.
In this final heat, in lane 1, Mallory Ensing. Lane 2, Erin Drayton. Lane 3, Andrea.
All right, folks. Had a little bit of a difficulty there. Hope you're still with us. As, believe it or not, I used up the allotment of my hotspot here. So I guess who would have thought when you have a 3.5-hour morning session and then already at about 2 hours of an afternoon session, you would use up so much data. I hope you're still enjoying the races we have right now. We're on the championship heat right now here of the girls 10 and under 200-yard freestyle. And we're looking to see if we can get anybody with a zone cut here. You need, or excuse me, a state cut of 2:31.29. And we did get one. And a couple. So who's going to win this one? In first place out of lane number 5.
98 boys, 10 and under 200-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 2.
Prescott. Surrey Prescott is going to take it with a time of 2:28.53. Congratulations on winning that.
In this first heat, in lane 2, Bo Feenstra. Lane 3, Jordan Zwickman. Lane 4, Reed Cameron. Lane 5, Mike McLean. Lane 6, Landon Hamill. Lane 7, Noah Fitzgerald. Lane 8, Bryson Beach. Lane 9, Connor Jocks. Lane 10, Ozzy Ledesma.
All right. We should be in event number 98, boys 10 and under, 200-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 2.
Get out there and help them out by buying a smoothie or a shirt while you still can.
Coming up here, taking a look at, we have Feenstra is in lane number 2. Zwagerman is in 3. Cammett is in 4. McLean is in 5. Hamill's in 6. Fitzgerald is in 7. Bausch is in lane 8. And Jacques is in 9. McLean has the lead coming into the last 50. I beg your pardon, the last 100. The JO time here you need is 2:55.69. States is 2:32.89. In the boys, 10 and under, 200-yard freestyle. Coming into the last lap right now, I believe. Looks like McLean out of West Ottawa has at 2:07.95. He needs 2:55 or better. He came in with a seed time of 3:24.93. So the 10-year-old is looking for a big drop here. And if he's able to do it, he has got his JO time, his JO qualifying time. He's slowing up a little, though, as he goes to the last turn. In fact, he's being caught up by Bausch, the Byron Center young man in lane number 8. We're coming up here on the 2:50 time. We got the last 5 seconds. I don't think we're going to get it here. And in fact, we will have a leader change here. Touching him out is actually going to be with a time of 2:58.53. Not quite JO time, but a good swim nonetheless for Bryson Bausch. McLean gets second with 2:59.17. And that's still, I was giving him some grief for not getting his JO time, but that's still a 25-second drop in time, folks. So I completely humbly and throw the dagger at myself, say, I don't know what I was thinking. That's a great swim. And I was guilty of what I yell at parents about all the time, is that this is a speed sport. So yes, you're always looking for plateaus, barriers, and accomplishments, but drops are sometimes better than wins, losses, first, second, third place. So again, my humble apology here as we go into heat number 2 of 2 here. We have 6 of the swimmers here. 5 of them, as we have a scratch in lane 7. But we do have 5 JO qualifiers here. And if we get another 20-second drop, we would get a states qualifier.
Couple cuts to look for the outside lanes. Moving clean, Carter, Braden, and Alex. They're looking at possibly getting that JO better 2:35.69.
All right, the first lap goes to
Pay special attention to lane 5.
Costin with 35.16 as he's a fourth of the way through there.
2:32.89.
Hold that pace, he's at about 2:22. That's asking a lot. Again, to have every 50 hold the same time. But stranger things have happened. But again, folks, if you're new to the sport, understand, you're dealing with kids 10 and under. The expectations of expecting them to, it'd be like expecting the first time you give a 10-year-old the Rubik's Cube and thinking they're going to solve it. It's a progression. It's always a progression. And I think our top time was 1:15 at the halfway mark. So that's on pace for 2:30. That's still barely within pace for a state cut, but I'm still thinking, I don't think we're going to see that. And I believe that was Costin, who is the closest we've had before with a entry time of 2:35. And if you're just joining us or you just haven't heard this already today, I want to throw this at you. We're making history. Today is the first global palindrome day in 909 years, as it's 0202. So it's 0202-2020. The date is the same forward and backward. All right, we did not quite get a state time qualifier, but Costin did drop time. He's going to take first place with a time of 2:33.84. Man, he just missed the state time. He dropped almost 2 seconds off his time. So Hudson Costin, congratulations from WMS. He did keep his he improved on his JO time, but just missing his state qualifying time. But through 6th place, everybody had a JO cut time. We are in event now number 99. This is the first of 7 heats here of the girls, 11 and 12, 200-yard freestyle.
In this heat, in lane 4, coming
7 heats of this.
lane 5, Lexi Weisman.
And the average times on these are going to come in around, when we get to the championship heat, right around 2 minutes. This first heat could be as approximately as much as 3 minutes. The JO time is 2:24:39. The state cut time is 2:10:69. And zones, you need a 2:06:69.
By the generous donations from our sponsors, Starbucks, Qdoba, and Jimmy John's.
Once again, we're reminded that
Help support this
Starbucks, Qdoba, and Jimmy John's helped underwrite this meet. And also have here Fine Design selling the t-shirts. Maui Wowie is selling some amazing smoothies. The KPS Aquatic Center concession stand has been open and available. We're good. All right. This just takes so many people to make an event like this possible. If you look down in front of me, just at the volunteer timers, you got 2 timers for each lane. We have 10 lanes going. So you're just on that alone, you got 20 volunteer timers. Then you've got about 8 people that are positioned in different places to keep an eye on the younger kids to make sure in their downtime they don't partake in some tomfoolery. You've got a handful of people volunteering at the gate. Earlier at registration, particularly yesterday, we had as many as 8 people going. You've got the head timer. You've got the people in both the kids eating area and then in the volunteer eating area. There's just so many volunteers that make this work. But if you're just joining us or tuning us in live right now and you haven't heard me say it, let me give a couple of big shout outs. Once again to the head coach for the GRA, Coach Alex Brinks, who has fought really hard to keep Grand Rapids Aquatics such a successful team. And this has been their by far their best meet in team history, with over 610 swimmers here this weekend. And congratulations. That's just a great job by Coach Alex Brinks and the rest of the GRA coaching staff. And then continuing to go around, Coach Mo Steffens, who has done just a remarkable job at the essentially the scoring table, running the timing unit, as winning that heat was with a time of 2:17:89 out of lane 8. Honestly, the heat sheet didn't match up. So we're in heat number 2 right now. I apologize for that one. But anyway, back to Coach Mo Steffens, who is running the timing system, which without her, the meet mobile, the scoreboard, all of those wouldn't function properly. Then you got all the volunteers, and the organizer of the volunteers, Kevin Wiltrout, who is, I'm honored to call him my friend. He is selfless as the day is long. He comes in and he just takes care of business. He's friendly to everybody. And even like myself as an aquatics director, I can get snippy at people, but Kevin doesn't. He just is, okay, let's see what we can do to help you. He can't always solve every problem, but he goes out of his way to try to solve every one, and he does just a remarkable, great job. And he helps us not just with the GRA meet, as he's got 3 kids that swim in it, but he's helped us with middle school and high school meets and some of our other special event meets, USA meets, and West Michigan Swim League age groups meets. So thank you to Kevin. Thank you again, as I mentioned earlier, to Fine Designed T-shirts. They take care of us and give us great deals and help out all our customers get the apparel that we so want them to have, and it's a fundraiser for us as well. So going all the way around as aquatics director here for Kentwood Public Schools, and as somebody who's been an aquatics director for over 30 years, between my 10 years here at East Kentwood and 20 years at GRCC, there's some great people to work with here. So it's just an honor, and it's my honor to help bring you this streaming. Understand this, folks. This isn't. We're not a professional organization here. This is just my equipment that I put together and said to Coach Alex, I'm willing to throw the stream on for you. In fact, we've had our hiccups today. You know, some of you have said, well, and especially in this afternoon session, there was so many times where there was music and not me doing the announcing. Well, folks, to be honest with you, the reason is I have to make sure we take care of the meat issues first, and you know, that this is secondary thing. But it's been a wonderful. I looked for the morning session. We had over 400 people who were watching the streaming this morning. So 400 people that weren't here, and we've had at least 600-700 fans all the time here. Taking that heat out of lane number 5, I believe, was Amelia Schumann, the 11-year-old. Dropped on her time down to 2:40.09, dropping 5 seconds. But not quite good enough for a JO cut, but still good enough to take that second heat of the 11, 12, 200-yard freestyle. All right, we're into heat number 3 now. All right, this is heat 3 of 7. Angus is in 1, Frost is in 2, Rodas is in lane number 3, Chase is in 4, Van Dyken is in 5, Walburn is in 6, Petros is in 7, Mitchell is in 8, Darden is in 9, and Chen is in lane number 10. In our third of 7 heats here. Still, it's a stretch for most of them in this heat to be able to drop far enough to get to a JO cut. You need to go 2:24.39, which the top seed time in here is 2:40.70. So it is doable. It's just going to take a very good swim. Frost at a 109.62 has the lead at the end of the first 100. For those of you also not just watching us here on YouTube Live, but also partaking or following along through Meet Mobile, if you looked at the estimated times, we're about, being that we're on heat right now, heat number 3, getting ready for heat number 4, we're almost 10 minutes ahead of schedule. Last lap here of the third heat. And actually making a move, if this is the final here, is coming out of lane number 9. If that's the case, if this is in fact, that'll be a great swim for Darden. But first place goes to Frost. Darden does take second, with Rodas getting third. So some great swims, 2:25.77. That is just missing the the JO time. Great effort nonetheless, and some good swims. Congratulations to everybody in that heat. All right, we're in the fourth heat here. And now we got Parent is in lane number 1. Smith is in 2. Lowe is in 3. Thole is in 4. Traversi is in lane number 5. Wiltrout is in 6. Slayton is in 7. Putnam is in 8. Schaefer is in 9. And Sperling is in lane 10. All right, coming up here on the halfway mark. And let's see who's going to have the lead at the 100 yards. That'll be Schaefer with a 106.46, good time, followed by 110.66. Wiltrout from GRA at 113.16. If she can hold that, she'll have all of them will have at least their JO time. Continuing to grind it away. And I've been impressed with some of the swims from some of our outside lanes. Like right now, you look down there to Schaefer in 9, who's still leading the way at 143.98. What was her 236.14 was her seed time. 12 seconds off the JO cut. Let's see if she's going to be able to bring that in. Hits her last wall for her flip turn. Again, we need to see 224.39. I think she's got this one, folks. Congratulations, getting her JO cut and taking first place in this heat with a time of 2:21.16 is Schaefer. Second place goes to Wiltrout with a time of 2:26.39. That was a great finish there for Wiltrout. Picked up a lot of ground, but she just missed her JO cut. Good swim nonetheless to get that second place. Now we're going into heat 5 of 7. All right, for heat number 5, we have one scratch out of lane 2. So Tate is in 1, Rhymes is in 3, Ziegelwitz is in 4, Kofferman is in 5, and in lane 6 we have Courtney Jermu from Rockford. Rodabau is in 7, Leonard is in 8, Riley in 9, and Cook in lane 10. Now, none of these young ladies have their JO cuts here, but I am fully expecting at least 2 or 3 here. And at the halfway mark, with a time of 109.07, is going to lead the way. And that was from Ziegelwitz. This is heat number 5, event number 99. We still have 2 more heats to go. last lap right now. And as I said, I fully expect at least a couple cuts here. The JO cuts. You need the 2:24.39 or better. Coming in right now on the home stretch. That is lane 4 for sure. Ziegelwitz is going to get it, and she's going to win this heat with a time of 2:21.05. And Schaeferman gets second with, Camferman actually matches her seed time with 2:26, and unfortunately that's good enough, or fortunately it's good enough for second place, but does not quite reach the JO cut. And now we're into heat number 5.
And this heat in lane 1, Casey Campbell. Lane 2, Julia Mahar. Lane 3, Mackenzie Story. Lane 4, Georgia Moore. Lane 5, Natalie DeVries. Lane 6, Zion Hayes. Lane 7, Isis Land.
All right, in heat number 6 here, Campbell, Mahar, Story, Moore, DeVries in 5, Hayes in 6, Land is in 7, Owls is in 8, Spybrook is in 9, and Plum is in lane 10. Coming up on our halfway mark here. Now this entire heat has their JO cut, but this would be a stretch to be able to see somebody get their state cut. They'll have to drop about 10 seconds to get 2:10. We did have our fastest time was at 1:03.88, so if they could hold that pace, they would definitely get it. That's a big expectation for the last 100. Again, now the JO cut is 2:24.39. The state cut is 2:10.69. And yeah, with Hayes has now got the lead at 1:41.74, but that last split was 36.31. That won't quite be fast enough for even holding that 50 for a state cut. Now it's just a dogfight to see who's going to win this heat. With, again, most of the participants already qualified for JOs. We're watching this one come down to the finish here. Let's take a look at this from the other camera. Who's going to touch out who? This was a dogfight. Bingo, bango, boingo. And taking the W is Mahar with a 33-second finish for 2:17.26. 1/10 of a second faster than Story out of lane 3, who gets second, and third place was I missed who got the, I think it was lane 6, might have been Hayes. Good swim nonetheless. Now we're into the championship heat. Now we do have 2 qualifiers already for zones. We got 1 qualifier already for state, and everybody is a JO qualifier in this heat. The first 50 we're coming in at, the leader will have it at 28 flat. That's Baldwin. Mackenzie Baldwin out of lane 5 with, I thought it was 28 flat, it's actually 28.8. 2:06.69 is zones, 2:10.69 is state. We are, as I said, we already have 2 zone qualifiers in this heat. And we're at right now the halfway mark, and the leader is at 1:01.44, 0.04 of a second faster. And that's out of what one? That's, I believe that was Emma Albrecht from the Jaws team. She had a seed time of 2:10.92. She is not yet qualified for zones. She needs that 2:06.69 to make zones. Coming up right now on the next flip turn, and WOW in the lead at 134.42. We actually have two people exactly at 134.42, and with that time, that should, if they can hold that, that would be more zone qualifiers. Let's see again, 206.69 is what we need for zones. They're in the home stretch right now, and oh my goodness, it's going to come right down to it. We're at the 202 mark. Who do we get it? Who's going to take the W? Bingo! 205.69. That's Baldwin. Baldwin, I believe, already had the zone cut. Second place was Albrecht, 207.46. And that is not quite a zone cut. Still some great swims there. And congratulations to Baldwin. That's Mackenzie Baldwin from West Ottawa with that time of 205.69. That's not her fastest time, but still, it was another zone cut. All right, we now move on to event number 100. Yes, folks, we are in triple digits now of our swim events. There are going to be 4 heats of the boys' 200-yard freestyle. Leo Gianni is in lane number 2. Van Heest is in 3. Flickinger is in 4. Moore is in 5. De Jager is in 6. Cornice is in lane 7. And Poole is in lane 8. Our public address announcer continues his corny commercials, but he does a great job. Brandon Graff, our middle school coach, middle school age group, and assistant high school coach for the girls, the head coach for both the middle school boys and girls here for Kentwood, and the head coach for the age group swim team for Kentwood Public Schools. At the halfway mark, it is Van Heest. He had no time coming into this. Hunter Van Heest out of lane 3 is our leader. For the boys, you need 232 for a JO cut. That would be a remarkable drop here for this group, but not impossible. Coming up right now at the, where are we at here? I'm trying to, oh wow, we do have a winner already with a time of 2:22.14, and Hunter Van Heest, who had no time, has jumped all the way up, and he's actually got a JO cut. So congratulations to Van Heest, Hunter Van Heest, the 12-year-old who's going to take the heat with a time of 2:22.14, but that's good enough for a JO cut. And heck, he's only 11 seconds off of a state cut and 20 seconds from a zone. 20 seconds in the swimmer's vernacular is you can break it down into 25s or 50s. 50s is how I generally do it. And being there's 4 50s, to drop another 10 seconds or 11 seconds, that means you have to drop 2.5 seconds for every 50. 1 second plus for each 25. All these are still very doable at this point in the season. All right, coming up to Heat 2. Lenneman is in lane number 1. Langscheid is in lane number 2. Dextrom is in 3. Sparks is in 4. Durham is in 5. Davis is in lane 6. Otto is in 7. Chen is in 8. Jenkins is in lane 9. And Martinson is in lane number 10.
Lane 2, Jalen Langstree.
Oh, no, Martinson is not in lane 10.
Dave Ekstrom. Lane 4,
He
Ben
is a
Sparks.
scratch, as is lane number 7,
Lane 5,
which was Cooper
Carson
Otto.
Durham. Lane 6, Morgan Davis. Lane 8, Justin Chen. Lane
No
9,
JO
Brady
cuts here either, but these all have times. And really doesn't look like any of these times, barring a huge drop. I think our best time, Carson Durham, is the best bet to get a JO time. He comes in here with a seed time of 2:41.42. And he was at 34 seconds for his first 50. And that pace, if he could hold it, would get him a JO time. But again, that was the first 50. Not usual that you keep that close to your each 450s. Let's see where he is. Now he's at 113.87. Double that, you're at 226. So that would not be, or that still is in within the reach for a JO cut. If you can hold both hundreds. On Super Bowl Sunday here. We got less than 30 minutes to go in our broadcast here today. Thank you for joining us. Thank all of you for joining us here. Durham's at 154.77 at a 40 seconds. That's not going to get a cut time here, but it could be plenty good enough for coming in on the final touch and taking first place here. It is going to be out of lane number 5, Carson Durham, who had a seat time of 2:41. He ends up 2:31, and it is a JO time. Congratulations to Durham. His 2:31.76 not only wins the heat, but dropped enough time that he did get his JO cut. So congratulations. Second place was Morgan Davis, and Davis just missed it by less than a second. The second he needs to get his JO cut. Heat 3 has more than half of the competitors already have their JO cuts. As many of the faithful, as we finish these last 2 heats, will start heading for the home front, getting ready for the Super Bowl. And let's go through the lineup here. We have Actugla is in lane number 1. Bush is in 2. Story's in lane 3. Ben Boyd is in lane 4. Lincoln Shirley's in 5. Thomas Hurst is in 6. Casey Kupka is in lane number 7. Jack Dowsett is in lane number 8. Ian McIntyre is in 9. And Owen Bramer is in lane number 10. First time I actually got one that they printed it big enough that I could read the names that fast. I think we're having an issue with our time. All right, I think we're good. Thanks again. Mr. Wiltrout is leaving me, but he was a huge, huge help keeping the equipment looked after and made sure nothing got moved, bumped, or anything else. So even though this may not have been the best stream you've ever seen, because we were able to bring it to you, it was thanks to some of the volunteers like that, like Mr. Wiltrout. All right. And we are definitely having some issues right now with our timers, or the scoreboard, not the timers, I beg your pardon. heat number 3 here of event number 100, the 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle. It's 4:08 right now, and we're scheduled to be done at 4:30. I think we're going to be a few minutes ahead of schedule. We have one more long heat, and then it's just the 200-yard medley relays, which are lickety quick. You can. Hey, Bubs, Chase, leave the drinks last so people can still buy them. All right, let's see. Boyd is going to take first place with a time of 2:17.63, and that drops 5 seconds, but not quite fast enough for States. But a great win nonetheless for Boyd, for Ben Boyd. Dropped from 222.20 down to 2:17.63 to take first place. Second place went to Jack Dowsett. And Dowsett dropped 12 seconds. So some great swims there. And that brings us into our final heat here. Let's go through the lineup here for Heat 4, which has all, we have in this one, everybody is a JO qualifier, and we have one state qualifier in Jonathan No from Grand Rapids Aquatics with a 2:08.61. But we don't have any zone qualifier. We need that 2:02, and we could see that here. Shoemaker is in 1, Smith is in 2, Wiestra is in 3, Bouch is in 4, No is in 5, Sneller is in lane 6, Harper in 7, Stiles in lane 8. Milobinski is in 9, and Rolfson is in lane 10. And Harper is a scratch, I beg your pardon.
Pay special attention to those inside lanes. State cut stands at a 2:11.39.
2:11.39 is what you need for state.
Already has it, but we're looking at
2:02.39 is zones, but I don't think we're going to see that now. Based on our fastest time is you'd have to have a negative split. Doesn't happen very often. Coming in right now at the heading into the last 50, 1:35.73 for No. And that factors out to about a 2:09. But we're looking for how many people break 2:11.39 besides No, who's already already has his state time. 2:11.39 is our time to beat. Coming into the end here. I think No's got the W. He does, 2:09, but how about second place? 2:10.78, that is a state qualifier. Congratulations to Sneller. Liam Sneller from Rockford has also qualified now for states. And that concludes our individual events for the weekend. We are down to just our relays. We have one heat for the 10 and under girls, one heat for the 10 and under boys, one heat for the 11 and 12 girls, and one heat for the 11 and 12 boys before we put this puppy to bed.
Swimming the medley in lane 4. From West Iowa, Ryder Downing, Elena Dahlstrom, Lillian White, and May Pentecost. In lane 5,
Bear with me here, folks.
the team of Abby Bixler and Ray Safety, Sam Pitchford and Molly Briggs. In lane 6 for Tiara, Mike Clausen, Greg Vogel. At BF
All right, so we have
and Georgia Douglas.
in this first heat, there's only actually 4 teams in here. 2 of them are from Grand Rapids Aquatics. The GR A and B team, along with the West Ottawa A team and the Rockford A team. Again, 200-yard medley relay. If you didn't join us or you're new to swimming, that goes in the order of back, breast, fly, free. Back, breast, fly, free. Don't kill me now. Do what you got to do. You can't lift it up. You can go over it. Just be careful. On the flyers right now. Coming in, getting ready for the last exchange to the freestyle, I believe. It is the GRA team with a huge lead. And you didn't turn me off either, so good. You need the key? Okay. Coming in right now, it looks like in this heat 1 of 1, event 101, the 200-yard medley relay for the 10 and under girls. And it will be the GRA A team with a time of 2:21.42. That is a state cut time.
And in the state cut by score number 2:39 cut is G.
2:30.99. Let's see if anybody else can help. Just the A team for and who takes first place. Nagata, Cole, Kolasic, and Robbins will take that championship time of 2:21.42. We still got a team in there battling. I think that's the GRB team, the GRAB team. Folks, it's been a true honor to be able to bring you this today. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we hope to do this again in the future.
Next event is event 102, boys 10
Now we're...
medley.
This is just a dog fight right here. This is you need a 2:41 to make a state cut here for the boys 10 and under medley relay. And it will be PAC versus GRA. Except... All right, folks, a little anticlimactic here as there is only one team going in this one. The PAC team is already PAC'd up, packed up, and they have left. So it will be the GRA team of Fitzgerald, Jacques Camet, and Camet and Jacques, a pair of Jacques, Camet and Fitzgerald are going to win the 200-yard medley relay. The only thing to shoot for is if they will have it fast enough for the state, or the state time, which you need 2:41.99. I don't know. That's asking a lot right now where the first swim came in, but we'll keep an eye on the time. Now we got the last two are the girls 11 and 12 200 medley relay, then the boys 11 and 12 200-yard medley relay. And that's it, folks. At 4:17, we anticipate being done just before 4:30. Cleanup has already started. It's funny how quick a swim meet can clean up. keeping an eye here on the at the exchange. We're at 145, and I just don't think that's gonna, the pace does not add up to under 241. They would have to still do 100 yards in between the butterfly and the free and under a minute here, which it can be done, but not probable. Nonetheless, congratulations to these young men as they're going to capture the crown here. Let's take a look, maybe for the last time, at our other camera. Look at all those volunteers, our timers and deck people, even though, well, you know, some of them will still have one more race to do. It has been a long 2 days. Even though we're a little ahead of schedule here, we were a little ahead of schedule earlier. It's just been a long couple days. I want to thank you all for joining us. I want to take one last look over here and see. As we're now into the final swimmer, we're at 2:48, so he's got to go negative time to make state. Negative 7 seconds before the 50 free here.
All right, when you're in contention for our top point earners, stand by. We will be announcing those shortly.
All right, getting ready for the next event.
Next event is event 103, girls 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay.
All right, now we're into the next to last heat of this event. This is the girls 11-12 200-yard medley relay. Again, backstroke first, followed by breast, fly, and free. And we have some potentials here to, we actually already have 2 qualifiers. And I believe the qualifiers are MLA and GTBY. Both have qualifiers. It is the GRA team that's looking to qualify. You need 2:08.99 or faster.
In lane 8 from Rockford.
We are in the breaststroke portion. And we do have 6 teams at it right now. The only scratch was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually we have 2. 6 and 7 are both scratches. And one of them is already a qualifier, so maybe that's why they chose to scratch on this one. And, oh, look at this, folks. As an added treat, we got the head coach and the owner, proprietor of Grand Rapids Aquatics, Alex Brinks, is here. And I'm going to have to share my mic here. But, Alex, congratulations on a phenomenal meet.
Thank you. We appreciate East Kentwood and all of its staff for working so hard to help us make this happen for the kids.
Now, Alex, I got to hit you on one last coaching thing. Is it out of the realm of possibility for your team to get their state cut in this event?
Probably not today, but as what's called an aggregate relay, we definitely have a chance adding our 4 best splits up. We're pretty close. We're about 5 seconds from on that.
Again, you need a time of 2:08.99. I'm going to let Alex enjoy the rest of the meet here as we are on our second to the last heat. But I can't tell you enough, as you've heard me tell throughout the streaming cast, both Alex and his coaching staff, Mo Steffens and the table, Brandon Graff as the public address announcer, Kevin Wiltrout and all the volunteers for the amazing work, all of our sponsors, which were Starbucks, Qdoba, Jimmy John's. Don't forget about Maui Wowie. They were here along with Fine Design T-shirts, the KPS Aquatic Center concession stand staff, I mean, we've just everything about this, what it takes to get this together. But folks, well, we still have one more race to go here, and the GRA time ended up being 2:18, so they're close. They didn't quite make it. Good enough for a tie for four. Actually, the B relay beat the A relay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm only looking at the clock, unfortunately, not looking at the final swim. But thank you to everybody. The funniest thing, as I told you about a swim meet, is if you look down here now and you have the wide angle, we're on the wide angle. I can see the warm water pool. That looks like it's already ready for tomorrow to open. This pool is that you've got volunteers going around cleaning up already. Chairs are starting to be put away. Mats already going down. It's amazing how quick this is going to tear down. It's 4:24 right now. We're 23 minutes ahead of schedule on our last heat right now. Our last event number 104, heat 101. Boys 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay. We need a time of 2:14.99 to get the cut. And this will be interesting here as the first 50 came in at 36.99, 35.81, 44, 43. That one is not going to make it there. All right, Coach Alex said keep an eye on lane 6 for a comeback here. Remember, the only thing that matters in this one is 2:14.99. 2:14.99 or better. We're in the breast right now.
For the 9 and 10 girls, our top point winners. In third place, with 47.5.
Already into the fly.
From Grand Rapids, Advika Nagara. With 48 points.
Coach Graff, the public address announcer Brandon Graff right now is giving out the, announcing the awards for the top 10 finishers.
81 points from Northern Michigan Narwhals, Surrey Prescott.
Coming in on the last exchange from fly to free with a time of 1:48.34 is the PAC team. Second place is now the Grand Rapids Aquatics at 1:52.21. That is going to take a ridiculous 50 to be able to make that. 2:14.99 is anything but that. I would have said possible. Coming home right now, we're at about 2:10 right now. Right there is the state cut you needed, but a nice finish nonetheless. Taking first with a time of 2:17.97, and second place the Grand Rapids Aquatic team with a decent split, 29.56 on the 50 free for a 2:21.77. That's still about 6.5 seconds off of the qualifying time for the state qualifying time, but I tell you what, folks, and we will not leave. Every swimmer gets their time, and we're going to continue to watch this through till every swimmer is finished. But in the heat today, or the session earlier today, this session today, the second session, it has truly been an honor. As I said, last time I looked, we had over 400 people that had watched the morning session. When you understand that we had probably about 500 or 600 people here at any given time watching it here, we were able to double the amount of family members who could watch this swim meet. Now, I wasn't always here for every race to tell you who was swimming when, and without having a camera that can show you the scoreboard, it makes it a little challenging. But I hope we were able to, and based on the emails and the texts and the FaceTime comments that I've gotten, it's just been a wonderful, wonderful evening. As we're getting our last swimmer touching right now. Who is that, Alex, swimming right there? I think that was it Owen? What? Oh, it was? Okay. I didn't have him in there. Nolan Fitzgerald, though. Okay, so Cornice. Owen Cornice was the last swimmer officially in the pool for the 2020 Grand Rapids Open. The Icebreaker Invitational is done, folks. Stick a fork in it. It has been a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. Congratulations to all of our swimmers who were able to participate. Over 600 swimmers were here this weekend, and it was just just wonderful. Thanks once again to East Kentwood High School Aquatic Center for being able to help us with the meet, and of course the meet host, this being the Grand Rapids Open, the GRA team, the host team, did a phenomenal job as well. We want to thank all of you once again for tuning in to this streaming service, and we hope we're able to do it again. I mean, I tell you, other than the fact that it did, we had a little bit faster stream earlier when I was using when I had my hotspot. My hotspot just ran out of data. I didn't expect 6 hours of nonstop streaming a swim meet to eat it up, but it did. But hey, even though the last hour and a half or so, it looks like we've had green, and from what I can tell, we didn't drop a frame. So we might have had about a 10-second hiccup when we switched from one form of streaming to another. The rest of it went great. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to us. Again, we hope to get back from you. Please feel free to leave comments on either the GRA Facebook page or on the YouTube page to let us know what you thought of this broadcast. That's going to just about do it again here today. Congratulations to all the participants, all the teams, all the coaches, and most importantly, all the parents for making this a wonderful weekend. Until next time, thanks for watching and take care.